Podcast with Roony and Jay.
Yo, what's happening, people? Welcome to another episode of Couple of Dads. Myself, Roony.
And me, Jay.
Here we go.
Number 11, isn't it?
Yeah, number 11. We're doing well. We're doing well. And it's growing. Dad's army's growing.
Yeah, man.
We're doing
We see you all. Big you all up.
Yeah, innit? We're getting lots of feedback. Lots of people reaching out.
Yeah, man.
We love it. So keep that coming. So how's Mabel and Marley?
They are very good. Let me just consult my notes because I'm professional like that. You know, I have to make a note of everything. Not even because I'm professional.
This week I've had a bit of a wild week this week, so I've been sorting out loads of bits and pieces. So my notes are mental notes this week. I haven't had a chance to write them down.
Your notes was mental in the sense of
there's loads
they're
of them.
a bit crazy. And
no, actually mental notes. I just haven't had a chance to write them down.
Man ain't had a chance.
Just being honest, you know what I mean?
He had a chance to think for himself this week.
Like being a dad this week has been very like the here, there, everywhere. Nothing's gone to plan, but you're there. Like Brandon's had the full attention, but other than that.
All over the gaff.
Yeah. I've
been
sorting stuff.
You might as well put him in one of them Bjorn Borg things and walk around with him and do everything, boy. Hey, jeez, boy. That's what happens, mate.
While you're consulting your notes, I had today, Kerry's obviously going to start going back to work soon.
Okay.
A couple of days a week. So she's been doing kit days, keeping in touch days. So it's when they start easing, like 1 day a week, to start getting caught up with what's going on at work before they go into work.
Oh, okay.
So she had a kit day today, so kind of first day of me having Brandon while Kerry's doing work.
Ah.
So that was cool. Yeah, so
how did she find that?
She missed him. She was only upstairs. She said she felt like she'd missed him. You know,
she's in the same house.
Yeah, I know, but she was like, because she was on the call, she couldn't go and she couldn't do whatever. You know,
venture out.
And her routine was different. You know, like where she gets up, she does the playtime, feed, change, nap, whatever. Like she has it all planned out and how it runs.
Okay.
Today was different because it was work. So I was doing the nap. I had done the change.
Yeah.
I'd done the, the bottle and
damn.
so like even down to things like that, like me getting up because normally Kerry lets me sleep in on my days off because where I do like crazy mad hours, different shifts, or whatever. So I got up with them and. She had so it was like her telling me like, oh, he had his feed at this time, so he's gonna be due another one at this time and that sort of stuff, you know.
Yeah.
So she come down after her calls at lunch and she was like, just grabbed him straight away, like I've missed him, like hey, so that's mad. Yeah, that was my mad one for today, I suppose. Like amongst other stuff, and then my mum and Nan come down, so they're there now. So he's got Nan and Nana with him today.
Nice.
He had his cousin Harry's birthday the weekend, so Kerry's mum, dad, brother, two brothers, and the kids was round. So he's had a bit of a hectic weekend.
He's been busy.
Yeah, he has. As well as
that's not bad.
As well as mastering the high five.
What?
Yeah,
what fully mastered?
If I say to him, "Give Daddy 5," boom.
Bad boy. Bad boy. See it there?
Yeah. He's mastered the high five, bless him.
Now you said that.
Yeah.
Mabel was finally mastered the hello.
Oh, is she?
She started doing the wave now.
See, Brandon's stush with a wave. He's done a couple, but he won't let it off all the time.
Oh, he's one of them guys, yeah?
Okay. But he'll give you a high five.
He'll give man a high five instead, though. That's a bit mad, you know, really. Because really, like, a high five is a bit more personal.
Yeah.
Because you got to touch someone.
Yeah.
And like a high is just you can do that from a distance, isn't it? Like you could be way down the road and wave your hand at someone. But this guy would rather you just high five him.
Yeah, I think
that's mad.
If you're going to be here and show me like...
Yeah, if you're here,
you're gonna,
it's safe, bro.
Cool.
Safe.
He's only given a couple of waves. He's had a couple. It's like, all right, cool. But,
that's mad. That's mad. It's crazy, man. See, look, high five for a boy and a wave for a girl. Says it all, boy. Says it all. Mad. So obviously, it's been like, every week is a bit crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
But so this week, well, I'm trying to think. Oh, so Mabel turned 7 months this week, which is a bit mad because you wouldn't think she was 7 months. She looks about 12 months.
Bless her.
She's just growing at an alarming rate at the moment.
Pair of them, it's mad, isn't it?
It's mental, bruv. Absolutely mental. When I think about it.
You got to get the clothes in quick, ain't you, before they grow out of them.
Oh my gosh.
It's like, quick, wear that, you ain't more that way.
Jesus, man. Listen, I'm sure there's clothes that have passed through our yard that's not even touched this kid's skin, boy.
Yeah, mad.
It's crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. How do you go through that much clothes and still not be able to wear them all?
Yeah, we donated a load this week, like load of like clothes, nappies, and all things like that. Yeah, and products that ain't been used, like haven't used. You know what I mean? So
That's
we
crazy,
donated
man.
a load this week.
Wow. And then there was the fact of you know what? I'm gonna save this one till last.
Okay.
This one's a funny one.
Save the best till last.
Hilarious, bruv. So Marley, she had an audition this week.
Big up Marley.
So she is going to be in a school, I think it's like a talent show sort of thing.
Okay.
So yeah, she's going to be singing.
Yeah, she got good voices, Marley.
Oh mate, her voice is so sick.
Yeah.
But she didn't sing for a little while because she left her old drama school and she didn't leave on the best terms sort of thing.
So
And it kind of knocked her confidence a little bit.
Yeah.
And she hasn't sung, like she will sing around the house sometimes.
Yeah.
Like she sings to Mabel all the time.
Yeah.
Her and Mabel, their relationship is a bit mad. It's nuts for two kids, man.
Sisters.
It's crazy. Yeah, considering the gap between the two of them,
Yeah.
their relationship is crazy. And Mabel can't even talk. It's nuts. Absolutely nuts. But yeah, she sings for Mabel and that, but she hasn't sung properly herself for a while, like out in like a competition or a show sort of thing.
Yeah.
So it took a while. It took her a little bit of a time for her to get there, but she got there. She went and sung. I think she sung. What did she sing? I think it was either a song from Pocahontas or it was Many Rivers to Cross or something like that.
Okay,
Like UB40 and Elvis song. One of those two, but she smashed it either way, and she's in the show, so she'll be singing.
Is that with the new drama school?
No, this is in school.
Okay.
But she don't want me. She don't want us to go. Well, I don't think she wants me to go.
Okay, why?
Because I said I'm gonna go there, and me and Mabel are gonna take a banner that says that's my sister singing.
So she don't want the.
But she don't want me to come because I'm gonna be the one holding the banner. So all right, cool. I get that. I don't mind.
She don't need the embarrassment. She's saying,
She don't want me to be that guy. Because I always say to her, when she talks about boys and that, I say, but listen, don't make me come to your school in my dressing gown and my slippers, you know. I will come there in my pajamas, my dressing gown and my slippers, and I will just embarrass you just by being there like that. She thinks I'm joking when I say this.
Yeah.
I'm not playing. I'm being deadly serious. I will turn up to your school like that. Just so these kids think your stepdad is bonkers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear it.
That's just me, bruv. That's how I sod it.
Mad.
I don't care, bruv. That's how I am.
You got to go there. You have to go there. You have to sneak in. You know, as much as she says
she don't want me to come,
she would be gutted if you never.
Of course, she knows I'll come anyway.
She knows it as well.
She knows,
of course.
So then, obviously, Mabel thinks it's cool to drink the bathwater when you're giving her a bath.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about. I noticed that she did this the other day, and I had to just like reevaluate what was going on and have a chat with her. I said, "Look, this ain't on.
This one ain't for you.
This ain't gonna taste great."
Well, Brandon's he loves trying to eat the remote control, and I'm like, no, that one you can't eat the remote control.
Why?
I don't know.
Man.
It's mad because they learn, don't they? I think when
she
they
does
learn
that as well, though.
Through touch and
Mabel does that as well, though. She tries. She edit. Do you know what I saw something not long ago? Yeah, someone said about kids. They put everything in their mouth.
Yeah,
it's a fact.
Yeah,
everything. Yeah, don't matter what it is.
It's the
goes
learning,
to
isn't
the
it?
mouth.
It's between feel and taste, isn't it? And then they know what it can.
It's like reading data.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Is this edible? Is this okay? No. No.
Everything goes to the mouth.
Yeah. It's mad.
Always.
Yeah.
Which is mental to me. I don't know, man. I don't get why you want to try.
But you do find yourself, like me and Kerry's found ourselves recently, like you're extra mindful about what's on the floor, aren't you?
Oh, fact.
Like, especially now they're starting to
Definitely.
move, sit up, crawls, and all that sort of stuff. Like you make sure that there's no crumbs or anything. There's no everything is immaculate at all times.
Everything has to be everything off the floor.
Yeah,
nothing can be around.
Yeah,
no crumbs, no dust, nothing.
Yeah, yeah,
because you know they're gonna put it in their mouth.
Yeah,
straight up and down.
Yeah,
there's no thinking about it. It just goes straight in.
Bless them.
It's mad.
Bless them.
And then I've come to notice of recent.
Go on.
That Mabel kind of sleeps with her eyes open, which is scary as shit.
Wait, on the monitor you see it?
No, bruv.
Fully open, or?
Like,
okay, yeah.
No, like them ones. Yeah. That's scary, bruv.
No. Brandon had a little phase of that though.
That's not normal.
No, I think it is.
No, that's scary, bruv. Do you know how scary that is? Listen. I know somebody that used to sleep with their eyes open, yeah?
What, fully open?
Like...
Oh, yeah, no.
Staring at you wide.
Wow.
Do you know how scary that is?
Yeah, that's mad.
Bruv, I don't need that in my life. I'm all right, man. Allow it. Please.
Oh, bless
I don't need that, man. No.
Talking to sleeping, how's she getting on with her new cot?
Yeah, she likes it, you know? She's trying to pull herself up and that on it.
Yeah, I remember you saying.
And, like... She sleeps. I've come to realise that she sleeps in funny positions now as well.
Okay.
Because the other one, she couldn't put her feet up and like rest it on something.
Yeah.
Like she could put her feet up, but she couldn't rest it.
Yeah.
Now, I come in the room, and I'm going to post a picture of this. Yeah. I come in the room, and she's at so the cot long ways is long ways. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's sleeping the other way.
Okay.
So like the
middle.
short.
Yeah. The horizontal.
With her feet up. On the side of the cot.
Yeah, bless her.
With her head in the corner. With a teddy close to her.
Oh.
Like,
they do sleep in mad things.
The weirdest positions.
You know what Brandon does? Because he's still in the next to me. He's still got a bit of room in that. Like before,
yeah.
We're gonna move the cot soon, but he's still alright with that.
Yeah.
Like of a morning now, what he does is he lifts his head up and puts it onto our mattress and then reaches over to grab Kerry's hand.
He's letting you know he's there still.
Yeah, I'm awake.
Yeah, I'm here.
Like this one was like, I'm awake now.
I'm here.
Yeah. So like he'll rest himself up. Boom.
The day is beginning. Just letting you know that the day's starting.
I love their little little things that they do.
It's mad. Some of the things that they do are crazy, man. It's amazing, man. I swear down.
Yeah, I've had a mad week, you know, like running up and down, doing loads of bits and pieces, like running around, sorting stuff, and just busy, you know, like both
active.
Yeah, like doing stuff for like the other job, going out in the cab.
Yeah.
Doing bits and bobs, house, whatever, this, that.
Yeah.
And you know what? Every time I look at him, it just makes everything cool because it's all for him.
Exactly that, bruv.
You know, it's all for him.
Exactly that.
It's all for him. And, I you know, every day it makes you realise how much you actually love them.
Yep. It makes everything a little bit easier.
Oh, it really does. It really does. You're having a bad day and then you FaceTime them and you get that smile on the thing.
That's it, man.
Crazy. Best feeling.
I forgot to say.
Go on.
Maybe had her first journey on a train as well.
Did she?
Yeah,
how'd she like it?
And she went to the Science Museum.
Nice. Bless her.
From what I could see from the video, she was enjoying.
Nice.
It looked all right.
We went to the garden centre.
Oh, yeah?
All the Santa's grotto stuff because she's already bought a Christmas tree.
Of course she has.
Yeah, she likes a real Christmas tree.
Yeah, she's like Nance.
Yeah, but this year she can't have a real Christmas tree, obviously, because of the pines. So we've had to get some close. We've had to get some like soup, like bro, it's massive. She's got it, and so Brandon's like, he's walking around this thing and he's seeing all these like elves and Santa Claus. He was looking like, what is this? And then in the garden centre, they've got a little fish room.
Okay.
So he's looking at the fishes in the fish tank and he loved them. So my dad's gonna organise next week for me carrying him to go to the aquarium. So that'll be the story next week, like when we go to the aquarium.
That's a great place to go as well.
Yeah, because he seemed to really, really like the fit. Like he was just looking at the tank because he watches Nemo quite a lot.
Bruv, like I said to you before, after the picture that you posted of his bedroom, if this geezer is not something to do with animals or an explorer or something, I would be very surprised.
You know what the mad thing is though, right? I had the idea for that because it just fit the colour of the room.
Yeah.
But then everyone started to buy animal bits. And it was like, I don't know. It's mad because there's definitely some, because he does, if there's like Attenborough on the telly, he'll sit and watch it.
See it there?
So it's definitely like
Some
he's gonna have
notice.
some. Yeah.
See it there?
I love the way like you watch what they like. Like
Yeah.
I'm very like, oh, he's gone for, say for instance, a camera. So I think, all right, so that means something at some point in it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm quite observant on the things that, because I do want him to put, bro, whatever. If he says to me, I want to paint one day, I'll buy him everything to paint that day.
There
If he
you
decides
go.
the next day he wants to kick a football, I'll buy him all the stuff for football. Like, I want him to just literally experience everything.
Do what he's doing.
And
Have a
like,
great time
them sort
doing
of thing, yeah, them sort of things. Like when you see him with them, like it's just life experience, knowing all that. So next week I'll let you know how he gets on with the aquarium. But he loved it in the garden centre.
That's sick. That is.
Yeah. So
I like it.
again, the journeys of Mabel and Brandon. I said nearly said Maiden and I say I'm tired today. Yeah, so you're gonna get all the bits and pieces of them, what they're gonna do, aren't you?
Do you know what else there was as well?
Go on.
We found some new thing. So obviously we got Jules TV, yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah, the new one that you told me.
Obviously we've got Grace's Corner.
Yes.
But there's a new one.
Yeah.
Called Tunies.
Tunies. Okay.
Bruv.
Have you put, while we're talking YouTube, have you done Baby Einstein for Mabel yet?
No, I haven't. Not yet.
Do it. The
I'm
sandbox.
gonna do that. I need to.
Baby Einstein, the
I need to
sandbox.
put that
Great.
on. But this new one is better than the other two, I think.
Really?
Originality.
Big statement.
Like
Okay.
they've got the same songs as the other ones, yeah?
Yeah.
But the other ones, their songs are very similar.
You know what? While we're on this thing of songs, right?
Go on.
There is one that I do not get, and I think it's mental. So if someone can explain to me, like, I don't know, you know what? Kerry's even told me why and what, but I don't get it still.
Go on.
The apples and bananas ones, and it becomes apples and bananas.
Yeah, befuddled.
Like, what? Why is it's not a banana. It's a banana.
I don't know.
Like,
bro.
and then there's other bit, like that one there. I can't lie. That is the one. I know it's to do with phonics and all that sort of stuff, but I don't get it.
That one drives me nuts.
Me too, because I don't. That one goes well over my head, and that one is skipped. Apples and bananas.
At least 4 miles up, or when it goes over my head as
mental.
well.
Kerry knows
crazy.
it as well, because when it comes on, she looks at me, because I always say something every time it comes on.
Man, what is this nonsense?
That's the thing as a dad, you repeat yourself a bit. Yeah.
A lot. A hell of a lot. Yeah, that one I don't get.
And then while we're
get
talking being a dad, today,
It's now time for qualification, Dad.
Oh,
yes, we have one today.
got a great one today.
We have
mate.
got a great one today.
Oh boy.
Because it's not your generic qualification dad.
Exactly.
Her name is Liv Thorne, writer and mum and dad.
See it there?
She decided that she wanted a child so bad that she done it herself. She went and had fertility treatment, picked what attributes she wanted for her son,
That's mad.
and made it happen.
Man, listen, by any means necessary.
By any means necessary. And that is a brave woman who decided, you know what, this is what I want from life and I'm going to get it. And she decided to do it on her own. And yeah, she's got an amazing little boy now. So let's give her a call and see her. We'll find out a little bit more. Because I can't do it justice with the intro. You've got like the bare minimum.
You got to let her do it, man.
Yeah, she's got to do it. Let's give her in.
We dialing in now?
Dialing in. There we go. Let's get Liv on the line.
Ringing the line or?
Hey, Liv, you all right?
Yeah,
A few technicals, but we're here. Liv, meet Jason.
Hello.
Hello.
You all right?
I've been telling him all about you and the amazing Liv Thorne, writer and superstar.
Oh, Matt, we got there.
Amazing. Yeah.
How are you anyway?
Yeah, fine, thank you, my love. Fine, all good. Nothing exciting to report.
All right, so Liv, for the people that are listening, tell them who you are and part of your journey.
So, as I think we've said, I'm Liv. I am, feels like 150, but I'm in my 40s. And I had a child, a little boy, through sperm donation. So I bought sperm from a Danish sperm bank to get pregnant on my own.
So And you're also
Hold up, why?
a prestigious
Whoa.
author as well.
Well, yes,
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, yeah,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah, and I wrote a book about it.
You can't just skim past stuff like that. You know what I mean? You got to let the people know. You know what I mean?
And so I wrote a book about that. As
Also,
well.
I got a quick question before we go any
Yeah.
further. Why
Yeah.
a Danish and why not an English sperm bank?
I know that's really weird, isn't it? Because other people think about that, I think, much more than I did, if I'm honest. But it's because in, like, your two men, how many people do you know that donate sperm?
That's very true.
I
I don't think I've ever met anyone who has, to be honest.
No, or anyone that says they would. We
Yeah.
don't, in England, we don't have a culture where people donate sperm as like a sort of thing. It's just not what we do. And so the pool of sperm to choose from was really limited.
Wow.
And whereas in Denmark, I don't know if it is more of a thing over there, but it seemed that there was much more to choose from. And so that's why I chose Danish.
So, Liv, this is...
And also
go on.
Vikings.
Yeah, Vikings, there you go. You
Some
know he's going to be strong.
Strong
Yeah, like,
genes.
come on. Yeah.
Oh my
Exactly.
God.
So, obviously, Liv, this is couple of dads, and we talk a lot of things from
Yeah.
a dad's point of view. You
Yeah.
are mum and dad. So, like,
And dad.
yeah, like,
That's true.
how has that been for you?
I mean, it's hard. You know what it's like, boy. Parenting is hard,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I think it is hard whether you're single or because there are things that doing it on your own that are much easier than if you're in a partnership. For
Yeah.
example, there's no one to not let me down, but there's no one for me to be irritated with. Like, it was my turn to put the bins out, or someone said they would cook dinner, or someone said they would buy the nappies and didn't. Or when you know it's all on your shoulders, you can't be resentful for anything because
Yeah.
It's on
you either do it or
Yeah.
it happens. And actually, that there are some bits that is much easier. But obviously, there are times when I would bloody love an extra pair of hands. And like, I was ill this weekend, and being ill with a kid when you're on your own is just the worst.
Yeah, I
I
can
can
imagine.
only
Because there's no one to say, "Can you take the dog out? You need to deal with the boy," you know. Yeah, so it's hard. It's hard, but parenting for anyone is hard.
And
I don't believe anyone that says it isn't.
Yeah.
For the listeners, Liv, as well, you got a little boy, right?
Yeah,
And,
he's 4.5.
and what's his name?
Herbert.
There you go. So you got Herb.
I bet.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That's it. So for the listeners listening in.
man.
But you know what, Liv? Me and Jay have these conversations quite a lot, right? So my dad, I didn't know my dad until I was older. Like, I was 14 when I first met my dad. So
Yeah.
I was raised by my mum and my nan. Jay, his mum wasn't around, and his dad brought him up with his stepmom.
Yep.
And
Okay.
so we've got very different dynamics. And we were saying
Yeah,
how
yeah.
you get different tools from different. And I'm very thankful that I never had
Absolutely.
my dad, because, you know, like men, it's a thing where sometimes there's a stigmas of boys don't cry, don't talk, whatever. Well, because I was raised by my mum and my nan, when there's like an issue in something, or I feel like I talk it out, because that's what I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you and Herb definitely got the better end of the deal. Seriously, man, I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's odd, isn't it? Because, like, yeah, I'm sure in the perfect world that doesn't exist, two parents is the best. It's great, whatever.
Yeah.
But actually, as long as I know that I brought Herb up to be a good man, I don't care
That's
who
it.
brought him
That's
up
all
and
that
what,
matters.
and what he's learned from who, or when, or as long as he is a good man with a kind heart
Yeah.
and
That's
is
all.
empathetic, and I don't care how he's learned those skills.
No,
Exactly.
that's it. That's
You know,
all that matters,
Because
really. Isn't
because
it?
we've all been saying
Completely.
that, like, when you bring them up, you want to kind of realize the faults and things that you might not like where my dad wasn't there, and you want to make sure that you give them the parts that you haven't had or whatever.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So like
Definitely.
all of the things that I'm very thankful that I've got the toolbox from my mum and my nan, because I am a bit more like that. I'm a bit more like, I suppose I talk about things
Open.
and tactile and whatever, and I'm thankful for those things. And I've had to see my mum over the years, same way as Herb will with you, be mum and dad, and they talk about and deal with things that a dad would deal with.
Absolutely.
And I suppose that's things that you're learning all the time as well.
Yeah, all the time. And my dad died when I was 12.
Okay.
And my mum died when I was 17. So I've had to do a lot of that sort of for myself anyway.
Yeah.
The kind of picking up things, like you say, the sort of tools of life. I've had to do that since I was a teenager anyway. And I know the things that I wish I'd been taught by my parents that I hadn't.
Yeah.
And so I know the things that I want her to learn from me. And I just think it's, like I say, I just hope he is a good man. And I don't care how he learns that and who he learns it from.
Exactly.
But as long as he's a good human. And Christ, I don't know any perfect families. So I don't aspire to be one. And I know I'll fuck up. And I know there'll be times where he hates me, because that's what you do when you're a kid. You hate your parents every now and again.
Yeah, that is a fact.
There's no perfect way of parenting. As long as you fail with the best intention, and then that's what the whole process is, isn't it?
That's the perfect way of putting it. Yeah, if you fail well, then that's fine.
Because as long as you're doing it with the intention of the love and giving them everything that they need, that's all that really matters, isn't it?
Exactly. And I really feel that. And a lot of that, obviously I thought about that before I went down this route, about whether bringing up a child on my own was good for the child. But I think, of course it is. You can't not have children in the world that aren't brought up by single people, because that's just not how the world works. So
there's always going to be someone out there that's a single parent, no matter what.
Exactly.
Always.
No, and there's always going to be people that disagree with what I did.
Of course.
And that's fine. That's cool.
But you're not here to please them.
Yeah, exactly. You have to please yourself.
You're here to. You did it for yourself to make you a better person, essentially, because that's what the kids do. So what anyone else thinks, they can run and jump off a cliff somewhere and do what they want.
It's none of my business what they think of me.
Exactly.
And you know what, Liv? Like me and Jay, we found out within a week of each other that we were both having a kid. Like, we've known each other for like 25 years. Friends from And Jay found out he was having a baby. A week later, I phoned him up, he was having a baby. And our journey, and that's what kind of started this journey. Jay was like, we should do a podcast, and that's what's.
And are they both your first?
Yeah,
yes.
Both our first.
Oh, I love that.
Yes, it's my first, and I've got a stepdaughter as well.
Okay, amazing.
So it's been a massive learning curve.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, 100%. It is a learning curve.
And me and Kerry did, like, we was talking about possibly having a kid and whatever, and then the next day we found out we was having a baby. It was like the maddest thing. We said, we should start trying for a kid, then we're having a baby. So like, you gear yourself up and nothing compares, does it, to the moment that you see your kid? That love that you feel for them is immeasurable.
I didn't have that at all. Isn't that weird? So I assumed I'd have that because all I'd wanted for 20 years was to be a mum.
Yeah.
And I'd gone through fertility and I'd paid £1 billion and I'd finally got pregnant. And when he was delivered, I just looked at him and was like, what is that? I think I was so disassociated with what had just happened to me, because my labour went on forever. It was like 45 hours or something, and it just wasn't a good time. And so I think by the time he came out, I couldn't believe that was what I'd always wanted, this little baby.
Yeah. And
so for the first 2 weeks, I really, really struggled and constantly thought, what have I done? What have I done? This is because I did it on my own. How stupid am I? You know, and all those doubts that creep in about whether you can be a good parent.
Yeah.
And so I had the opposite. I didn't feel that love, but I was desperate to feel that thunderbolt. I just assumed I'd have that thunderbolt of love. And I didn't when I first had him. I did when he was like 2 weeks old.
Yeah.
But for those 2 weeks, I was
It was
terrified.
just delusional, I suppose, as well, from like all that had gone on as well.
Completely delusional. Yeah. And it terrified me that I didn't feel that. And then my sister took him out for a while.
Yeah.
And when they came back, I was desperate to hold him again.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, that's it. I'm fine. I'm going to be fine. I do miss him. I do love him. You know, it's that kind of, I don't know. I think the labour screwed me up massively.
And probably as well, where you'd put so much like into what you wanted, what you was having. It
focus. The focus was all on that.
And then there it is. There you go. You've done it.
And then suddenly you're like, oh shit, it's here. How do I look after him?
What do I do?
And this is for life. What do I do? Why is he still crying? What's happening?
You sound just like us, Liv.
Like everybody. That's what I mean. I don't trust people that don't say that first 2 weeks of your first parenthood experience isn't terrifying.
Oh, it definitely is.
Like
you're learning everything, isn't it? You're learning the cries, you're learning the movements, you're learning every single thing about him.
Everything.
It's crazy. It
and
is.
most of the time, you're learning it when you're like deeply sleep deprived.
Yeah.
Which,
mate.
as we all know, is a form of torture. And so you're trying to learn all that while still remembering how to have a wee.
Yeah.
Or make a cup of tea.
God.
Or, you know, it's just like it's just the most bewildering thing in the world, that first couple of weeks. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I can't even imagine on your own doing that as well. It must be.
Well, no, don't get me wrong. My two sisters were with me.
Oh, yeah, that's
all right. That's good.
I would love to sit here and say, oh, yeah, I do it on my own. No. I had my sisters with me, and they've both got they're older than me, my sisters, and they've both got much older kids. So they're like professional parents. So there was none of that. There was none of that terrifying, oh, my God, his shit is green. It was just like, no, that's totally normal. Don't worry about it. You know?
Meconium.
Exactly. So I don't go thinking I'm amazing. They were with me for the first 3 weeks. I think I wouldn't let them go.
No, that's good.
Like,
so when was the moment you actually like realized and said to yourself, right, I'm gonna do this, and I'm actually just gonna do it on my own, like sod it.
So it crept up for years. Like initially, it's in my 20s, and a lot of my friends got married and had kids really young in their early 20s.
Yeah.
And I was always really jealous, always. And then, but I was like, God, I'm in my early 20s. What am I worrying about? And then that just kept happening. But people kept having babies, and I still wasn't in a relationship. And then it got to about when I was my mid-30s. And basically, when my friends started telling me they were having a baby and I was crying or I wasn't happy for them, that's when I was like, I've got to do something about this, because it's not a normal reaction of a good, healthy, happy human to cry when one of their best friends tells them they're pregnant.
Yeah.
That is a visceral feeling that Or worse, people wouldn't tell me they were pregnant because they were so worried about how it would make me feel.
Yeah.
Which is shit when they would want to share some amazing news but couldn't tell me because I'd make it be a thing.
Yeah.
Not that I'd create a scene or anything. They just knew how I was feeling. Yeah. And I was holding my godson at a friend's party, and I was just in the middle of the field in their garden, and was crying, and my mate just looked at me and said, "You've got to do it. You've just got to do it." And I was like, "Yeah, you're right." And drove home that day and started making plans.
So was it like a calling inside of you? It was like I need to be a parent.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. I always knew, like I said, my brothers and sisters are much older than me, and so I was an auntie from the age of 12.
Okay.
Oh wow.
And so I've always had kids around me, and I've always been quite maternal. And at uni, I was the person that people came to if they were in trouble, all that sort of thing. And it was just, I was one of those girls who always thought she would be a mother.
Yeah.
From early on, and so when that just kept not happening, and as a woman, you can't stop that feeling because you can't keep putting it off because your biological clock won't let you. Whereas as a man, you can have a baby at 65, 70, or however old Ronnie Wood is. And
I was going to say some geezers are older than
you can still do that. Whereas women, we have a finite amount of time.
Yeah.
And I was 37 at that stage, I think. And already in the eyes of the NHS, at 37, I was called a geriatric mother. And so had I waited any longer, well, you don't know what your fertility will do. So I kind of had to, I couldn't keep putting it off. But yeah, when the crying just became ridiculously intense, that's when it was like, pull the big girl's pants on and do it.
And had you already done like research into like the different clinics and stuff, or was it like, right, now I've had that moment, I'm off, and that was it, boom?
Yeah. I hadn't done any research because I knew as soon as I did research that I was looking into it properly, if you know what I mean. And so I hadn't done anything because I kept pretending it wasn't going to happen because I was suddenly going to fall in love that day, and you know. And so no, it was as soon as I decided that I started doing all the research. But then, like, the only place I knew where to go is Google. And we all know that is the worst place to start with anything. And because there's no answers. There are 38 million answers. And you're like...
And the one who's paid the most to advertise it goes to the top. 100%.
It's true.
Exactly. And you know that... And the fertility industry is called an industry for a reason.
Yeah.
They are money-grabbing people. For want of a better word. And that, of course, some that are great. There are some that genuinely want people to get pregnant or want to help people.
Yeah.
But it is a business. And so, the Google Ads is like on fire with fertility stuff. And there is no right answer. That's the thing. Like when I was choosing a donor, it doesn't go, you don't put in your credentials and they say, here's the right man for you. Because they can't do that. There is no right answer. You've just got to pick some sperm and hope it reacts well with your egg.
And I suppose as well, they was asking you things that you wanted that you'd probably never even thought about before, right?
Never. No, it is like an online form. So it says, what ethnicity, what height, what eye colour.
Did you say height?
Oh no, it's mad.
Wow.
It's mad.
What? Before we go any further, what was the craziest thing that was asked? What you want from said sperm?
Well, because it's just like a form, so you just filter it down.
Yeah.
And so you could choose blood type. You could choose it by, because obviously I presume some people, if they have hereditary,
they get a different thing.
Blood type.
Wow.
But ethnicity, there are height ranges, weight ranges, eye colour. It was mad, the amount of information. And then from that, it would whittle down. And then each donor, there was just so much information. So their grandparents' height, weight, job, how they died.
Wow.
Whether they had long hair.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, it was mad.
Wow.
Mad. And
That's
then
crazy.
And you never get to know the actual person who the donor is, though,
no,
do you?
you never know. No, there's no photo. There's no... So their grandparents...
That's crazy. So they don't give you a photo, but they give you their whole family history.
Yeah.
That's mad.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it would say there... it would say his favourite childhood memory. It would say his favourite colour, what his first car was, all that sort of stuff. But I don't know what he looked like.
Did they give you that like as a thing afterwards as well, so you can remember so you could obviously tell Herb at a later date that this is what your dad.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
So you can download it, and I've got an illustrator friend who's illustrated it for me, so that I'm not just giving Herb like this A4 document. I've tried to make it more interesting, but actually, I've shown Herb and I've said, this is your donor, and he just looked at it and he was so disinterested. So I was like, okay, all right then, we'll look at that another time. But yeah, you get so much information other than a photo.
Do you feel like sometimes you get scared for the dad side of things, like learning things that like things that are different to you, say shaving your face, like what you're going to do when it comes to things like that? Do you ever think about them sort of things as well, Liv?
I love the fact you think I don't shave my face, really.
I wasn't ready for that one.
No, like just thinking, like I'm just trying to think, because obviously like what, like, like when I was growing up, like if I said to my mum, like, oh, I need to shave, like,
Tell him,
I was lucky that my brother's dad, like my stepdad was there, and he showed me, do you know what I mean? But then I remember my mum being scared about them like things. That. Yeah.
But I've got, like, Herb is really close to my sister's husband.
Okay. Yeah.
And my brother, his uncle. Yeah. So he's really close to them, and also my cousin, Herb's cousins. So my nephews are in their 20s now.
Okay.
And
he's got it all.
He's got it all sorted there.
And, so I've got it from the age of 10 to 58. Herb's got a variety of men I can throw at and say, can you teach him how to put up shelves, because I can't do it, and can you teach him how to shave your face?
I know they're like mad things, but like they're just things that you do think because you do think like it is a different thing, like, and obviously like, I've had to go through that with my mum and my nan, because it was like there was two women bringing me up, so I suppose there was fears from them, like, oh, what are we going to do when it comes to that, or where someone
my advice would be tell him don't shave his face.
Big beard.
Mate, if he's anything like me, and if he's as hairy as I am, he'll bloody have to.
Bless him.
Oh, mate.
I know.
Oh, God.
How's he getting on anyway, Liv?
Pardon?
How's he getting on?
He's good. He's a really nice boy. I'm really lucky. He's funny, and he's interested in life and things, and he's a good kid. I'm very proud of him. He's
that's good.
Yeah, he's a good kid.
Well, that's credit to you, and like as everything, like we've said all the way through this podcast as well, like, because we had our kids later. I'm 37, Kerry's 37.
Oh, okay.
Jason's 40, Nancy's
33.
So like we're all a bit older, and obviously being a little bit older, you're a lot calmer. I feel like I've got a lot more life experience to give Brandon, and Jason said the same with like Mabel and Marley, and like when you are that calmer, I feel like the babies get that, and they're a bit more content and easygoing, because when they're surrounded by that, they pick up off your vibes, don't they?
Definitely.
Oh, there's just loads of things that I know I would have panicked about had I not have had the privilege of watching my friends bring their children up before me.
Yeah.
So things like, when do you potty train them? Oh my God, he's not walking at however many months, and oh my God, and I don't even remember when he walks now.
Yeah.
Because it's just not. My theory is with everything, as long as he's not 15 and in nappies, can't write. You know what I mean? Yeah. Any of that, I'm just like, I don't.
Breastfeeding at 21.
I genuinely don't give a shit about any of those sort of things.
Oh, man.
As long as by the time he's over sensible age, he can do all of them. Yeah. I just don't care. Whereas I think I might have pressured myself if I hadn't have seen my friends parent their kids and know what things that they change their mind with for their second kid or their third kid. They're just like,
of course.
Oh God, I don't care about that anymore. Or
But it does show you that life gives you it when the time's right, doesn't it? Like, because
100%.
I know, like, younger, I would have struggled, but there is like a lot of young dads who are fantastic at it from early.
Very true.
Like, it's like when everything's right, it works for you. Do you know?
I completely, and I do think the age of being a parent is bullshit. I know a couple of incredible, what people would term as young mums.
Yeah.
So girls under 20, and they're unbelievable mothers.
Yeah.
Yet, as a society, people are like, oh, they're a young mum. Like, and they're fucking incredible.
It's true.
Because everyone is telling them they're going to be shit, but they're not.
They've got the drive
and the
to
same
make
with
sure.
when people are older. There's just like, oh dear, an older dad. Oh dear.
Yeah, there's so
It's
much
like,
pressures
no,
from all different angles, isn't there?
So,
True.
as a society, we have the most bizarre obsession with the age of parenting.
Definitely.
And like only a generation ago, when my mum had my brother, she was 17, and that was seen as totally normal. Whereas my 17-year-old niece now, if she got pregnant, everyone would roll their eyes, wouldn't they? And yet, 17, the last generation was kind of fine.
Yeah.
Because we've just decided somehow to switch what we as a society think is
I never
quite
really thought
unquote
like that.
okay.
Yeah, I never really thought of it like that. It's true.
Yeah, it's mental. It's mad. We
But
just changed
that
it.
shouldn't be the thing that matters the most either, should it? Because it's like it's the love and the attention and whatever that you can give that child. That's what matters.
Definitely.
Exactly. The age of someone for anything is absolutely irrelevant. Makes no sense to me that people use it as a basis for anything.
Yeah, that's true.
Other than, of course, carrying a baby.
And it gives us an excuse to be a bit more active in the later years because we've got no other choice.
That's true. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Tell me about
it.
Truth.
Yeah. I know. But otherwise, it's so irrelevant, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
It's the least important thing on the parenting agenda.
It's true.
Of whether someone's a good parent is how old they are.
It is. You know what, Liv? We've spoke a few times about certain things. Like when I was when we found out we was having Brandon, me and Kerry signed up for like NCT classes and stuff like that. Did you do anything like that when you was?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. And I just didn't. I'm not good at those kind of group things, is what I've learned.
Okay, fair enough.
I just found them a bit. It was I don't know. I just found it all a bit much that you had to sort of take it all in and be expected to remember it. A, and B, it was all about being pregnant. None of it was about what happened afterwards in our class.
Okay, so Aaron told us a few bits about after. Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't find out much about afterwards, and it's the afterwards that you can be more in control of, where you can't be in control of labour.
Yeah. I see that our one focused more on the after, like what on, and certain things to look out on the back. Like, don't get me wrong, it done classes on the lead up. Like, there was a really good one about if you ended up having to have a cesarean, which I was very thankful for because Kerry ended up having a cesarean. And it kind of prepped you for there's going to be about 30 people in the room. Whereas if I didn't know that, I would have been terrified.
It would have freaked you out.
Yeah, so there was a lot, like our one was pretty cool like that. And we ended up making quite good friends off of the back of it,
I didn't.
Okay.
Actually, I didn't not make friends. I made some friends who I would never have been in touch with otherwise.
Yeah.
But we're not still in contact now. Like that WhatsApp group has closed.
Okay, yeah. It's mad how you get different experiences from different things, isn't it? And that's parenting in a nutshell.
I just went into it blind.
And loads of friends of mine who did do NCT, like go on holiday with the people they met on NCT. You know, I just think I didn't get that group.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just found it really. I found it all a bit too much. I think that was it. Like, oh God, you're telling me all this information that I feel like I should learn. And am I going to fail this? Or
is there going to be a test at
what
the
happens
end?
if that doesn't happen? What happens if I don't have that? Or what happens if I can't do it? I found it all a bit much. I think that was my problem with it.
And again, as I said, that is parenting in a nutshell because it is like it's one person's experience of one thing is completely different to another one's of something else.
That's a fact.
And there is no right and wrong way of doing anything.
Nope.
No, that's the other. Exactly. There is no right or wrong for any of it.
Whatever works for you works best.
Exactly.
Oh God, exactly.
That's it.
Whatever produces the less tears from the kids and the
But it all boils down to the one tip that I could say to anyone, and I'm sure you're the same, Liv, is the love thing. Yeah. As long as you love and give them attention, that's all. From there, it all goes. Go on.
Sleep.
And sleep, sleep. You know what?
I was all right, man.
You know what? Fair. Touch wood. I'm touching wood like that. Right. Brandon sleeps so well.
Mabel slept well from the beginning.
Yeah. Like,
No, she didn't.
honestly, Brandon, 2 weeks. He was 2 weeks to a month. He was a bit like sleeping a day, awake at night. And then once he got his body clock right, it was 11, 12 hours every night. And he's been like it ever since.
Man.
From a month old.
Yeah.
Oh, boys, I can't talk to you anymore. That is... and what about Mabel?
So, I'm trying to think. There may have been a couple of times where she woke up in the night, but she was all right. And now, I
want to know.
I left the house at 8 o'clock, and she was already asleep. And she'll sleep through until about 5. Have a bottle, go back to sleep till about 9, and then she's good to go again.
Well, Brandon went to bed about 7:30, and he will now sleep through. Since he's been weaning, he wakes up one other time in the night now, so he wakes up about 12:01, because I think his body's getting used to having food, and then he wants an extra bit of bottle, so it's kind of changed his thing. So he'll have another bottle there, and then he'll sleep all the way through. Like this morning, he woke up at 7:30.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Some morning, mostly it's like 6:30 he'll wake up.
I really want to know. This is the most sexist thing I'm ever going to. I really want to know if your partners would say the same. But most of my girlfriends are like, "Oh God, they don't sleep at all," and their partners are like, "Oh yeah, they sleep too." Like,
no, you know what? I will say in the beginning stages, I'd be like to Kerry, "Oh, he slept really well last night, didn't he?" And she'd be like, "Did he?" No, he never. Like you never heard. Like, like the women, you hear the slightest little move and you're up.
Yes, we do. That is the thing.
Where like I suppose we were saying genetically, men are probably a bit more like.
Listen, I sleep like a dead person. It's a fact.
Yeah, like I'll sleep
don't wake
through.
up.
Yeah, like in them early stages, because Kerry was breastfeeding as well. So for that first like month, she'd get up breastfeed, and there's nothing really much for us to do. So like you felt a bit like a spare part. And then there'd be, like I said, there would be certain times I'd be like, "Oh, he slept really well last night." Then you'd be like, "Did he?"
You get the look. You get the look of death.
Yeah. And I think that's why now, I don't know what now Liv, right? There'd be certain times like today, and we've said it before. I'll put my bum cheek on a seat, and it's literally, hun, like they know you got like this sixth sense that you're sitting down and you can't. There's something for you to do.
Sense.
Yeah.
It starts kicking in.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So we get paid back now by you have your stuff that you need to do in the house.
Jeez, boy. It's
I love
never ending.
But it's all parenting though. It's like the greatest gift in the world, though, isn't it, Liv? I know, like you,
fun.
And you know what? You've got a fantastic story that goes along with it, and credit to you because you decided you was going to do it. You've done it on your own. Your mum, your dad, and you're giving everything to your boy. And raising a great little boy.
I got so many questions that I could have asked, but I think she nailed most of them.
Yeah,
like all the ones I was thinking of and talking about with my missus, she nailed most of them. Yeah. So it's done me a favour. I just think it's amazing that you just said, "Sod it, I'm gonna do it."
Yeah,
that's
well, you kind of got to. I couldn't have gone to my grave having not tried.
Yeah, no, of course.
Did you feel like that was your calling as well, Liv? Like, you know, like that was something that you had to fulfill?
Yeah, 100%. Like, I don't know how to explain it other than it was like a visceral feeling of emptiness.
Yeah.
And, I would see kids in the street and cry. And, there was no way I couldn't have
It's a calling.
tried.
It's a calling.
And like now, are you just content as like you and Herb, or would you like?
I would give my left arm to have another kid, but I can't afford fertility treatment, let alone childcare costs.
Yeah.
And that childcare costs like financially broke me.
Childcare costs are insane.
And as a single person who my own business, I can't sit at home and not work, or it just wasn't an option. Yeah. And so I had to pay the childcare from him being 5 months old.
Yeah,
and that is crippling. And if I added fertility costs on top of that, I just couldn't afford it. And I'm 43 now. 43, 44, 40, I'm in my 40s. I don't know. I don't know. I'm 43. I think I'm 43. And
it's mad when you stop counting when you do. You're like,
I know. It's ridiculous, isn't it? And so I'd be pushing my luck physically anyway. And so, whilst I would love to have a kitchen table groaning with children, I really would. That is who I thought I'd always be. That isn't how my cards have panned out. And also, I've got the most perfect, healthy, funny, bright kids. You know, who am I to risk that and roll the dice again? So I'm bloody lucky with my lot.
Did you know what I did? Like, it's just come to me now. Like, and I meant to ask it before. Did it when you had it done? Did it work first time?
No,
fourth. Okay. And did they make you pick a different kind of form every time just to make sure it's compatible, or is it?
So I bought 3. They're called straws of sperm, which is the most disgusting phrase of all time. I don't know why they decided that straw was a good use of term.
Straw.
Oh. Yes, a straw of sperm.
Wow.
As opposed to, I would have thought it would be called a vial or a...
Yeah.
Anyway, so I bought 3 straws of sperm, and then I always said to myself I'd try 4 times.
Okay.
And so I bought 3 from one donor, and then panicked that he wouldn't be available again, so then bought the 4th, and that was the 4th that I got pregnant from.
Oh, wow.
Destined.
But you can buy them.
It's gonna happen.
That was Herb saying no.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm coming.
I'm this one here. This is the one you're having.
That's where I'm going over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I do genuinely believe that they pick us.
Defo.
Oh God. Yeah, 100%.
Whatever way it's supposed to happen, they pick us. You know.
100%.
And Herb, he's called Herb because like I said, my dad died when I was 12, and he always called me Little Herbert. Like always, just I was his little Herbert. And Herb was born 16 days late on my dad's birthday.
Oh, bless him.
Oh, wow.
And that's when I knew that Herb had chosen me. I was like, yeah, there we go.
That is lovely, isn't it?
That's amazing, that is.
Yeah.
It's mad, isn't it? And
That's
so
amazing.
I was like, oh, he's got to be Herbert. That's just what he's got to be.
Oh, bless him. Well, Liv, the segment of this show is qualification dad, and you are qualification mum and dad, certified, stamped.
100%. 100%.
Thanks, boys.
And it's been an absolute pleasure having you on here, and we'll get you on here again. We'll get the girls on as well, so you can have your little mums chat, and you can find that a bit.
That's what I want.
That's it.
That's exactly what I want.
Yeah, we'll organise that one. We'll get them all on here.
Definitely.
So I can cross-reference.
There'll be some proper cross-examination in going.
There will be, there will be. We'll have a takeover episode, and it'll be the Kerry and Nancy with you on here. We'll do that one day.
Definitely.
I love it. Well, thank you so much for inviting me on.
Liv, thank you, and tell everyone where they can find you and a bit more about your book as well before you go.
So it's Lives Alone on Instagram, and my book is called again Lives Alone, and you can get it from Amazon, I guess.
I love the title of that. I think that's
a great
so clever.
name.
Yeah, I said it when we met, Liv, and that title is fantastic.
It's a top name.
Yeah.
Kerry's into the book, or like Kerry loves it. So yeah, we'll connect that up. But Liv, thank you again. I really appreciate your time.
No,
sorry it was a little bit later, technicals and all that.
That's fine.
And the joys of parenting as well, throwing everything in and getting it all together. So Liv, thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
No worries. Speak soon.
Take care. See you later. Thanks, Liv. Bye. What a qualification dad that was.
Bruv, that was top tier qualification.
Fantastic lady she is. She's very inspirational, Liv.
Even though she is a lady, there's a lot of stuff you can learn from her in there.
Yeah, man, definitely. I mean? It's that whole, like you want something, you get up and you get it.
Yeah, and you know what? Not even like just for women. Like you want to have a child and go and do fertility and get a child yourself.
Yeah.
Men as well, because don't get it twisted. Men can go and get a surrogate and have a baby.
You know what? I've never ever thought of that.
You know, I only just thought of it now because it just came to me while we was talking with her. So it works both ways.
It's true.
Women go to fertility and get a sperm and have a baby. Men can quite clearly get a lady and have a surrogate.
True.
So
very, very true.
If you are thinking about doing it, like she said,
kind of nothing stopping you.
Yeah, don't waste no time thinking. Just do it and get it done.
And you know what? We'll post Liv on our page. Make sure you give her a follow. Her little boy is adorable little boy. You know, bless him.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Yeah,
big her up, man.
Yeah, mum, dad, single parent, all in one. What a
legend!
Inspiration, yeah,
absolute legend. That is, man.
Yeah, these are good. We're doing all right, aren't we, AJ?
These combos are amazing. Telling you,
had 3 very, very different ones. I've learned a lot from every single one of them.
Trust me, a hell of a lot. So, any man out there, any woman, man, that listen, because I know we got a lot of both to listen to us. Yeah, you can learn something here. I'm learning something every time.
Every day we learn something. We say it every week.
That's it.
We say it every
facts.
week. Talking about learning, you got a product of the week this week?
No, I ain't. You know.
Well, I'm gonna.
Oh my god. Have you got one, yeah?
Now it's time for the product of the week.
Go on, bro. Hit us with it then.
So, there's been a few things like the My Little Coco chair.
Yeah.
I'm going back to My Little Coco.
Okay.
Purely because of the weaning situation again.
Okay.
We got him.
Oh, are you going to the bowl?
The bowls and the spoons.
Are they good?
Fantastic.
Said that with conviction as well.
Yeah. Because... You know what? They're soft. They're they're rubbery, but they're like non-toxic rubber.
Yeah.
And they stick firm to the tray.
Okay.
So bruv, we all know the kid's getting a right mess.
Oh, mate. Jesus Christ.
A proper mess.
A right mate. I'm telling you.
And these bowls stand firm, and they do not let them tip the bowl.
Yeah.
Like the spoon might go all over, and the spoon's kind of soft, so. Yeah. It's like a teething spoon as well. Yeah. So fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah, and they've been right-handed this week.
Big up My Little Coco, you know.
Yeah, they're doing really well. So on the weaning front, the chair and these, fantastic. Really, really, really loving them. And you got 2 different styles. You got the bigger bowl, the smaller bowl. So you got
I saw that. It comes in little sets. They got 2 different sets.
2 different sets.
Yeah, I saw that.
So that is my product of the week this week. Very quick, very simple one, but
there you go.
With what we're doing with the weaning at the moment, they are fantastic. Really,
Can't
really
go
like
wrong,
them.
Can you?
Yeah. So My Little Coco's 2 weeks in a row. You've had a little plug from me. So
shameless plugs here, man.
But they are purely. Again, like I said, they're just things that we're using.
Yeah, that's
that work really
it's
well.
That simple.
Yeah,
if we're really using something and we think it's good, we'll talk about it. Innit? It's that simple, man.
Exactly.
And so if you've got something you want us to talk about, let us know.
Yeah,
Send it over.
On the weaning front, he had kale yesterday.
Oh, jeez.
He's doing all the green veg first.
He's going in with the greens, isn't he?
Yeah, he had corn. Corn is the only one.
And he had corn, a bit of
carrot, like that. Yeah, but he's on the green. Today was the first day we've mixed 2 together.
Okay.
So we did kale and peas.
Oh, man.
Because we know the peas.
Why peas, man? Jesus Christ, bro.
The boy likes the peas.
Oh,
and then we done kale a couple of days. And
you don't know if he likes peas.
No, you can tell.
Because don't let him fool you. You're just giving him the peas, yeah?
You just don't want him to. You want him on your side.
He's got to come over to the dark side.
His mum and dad love a pea. So he's doing really well with it. Bless him.
That's the one.
Yeah, that again, My Little Coco, big them up. I don't know what the actual bowls are actually called.
I think they're just like the weaning set, and then there's another set. I don't think there's an actual thing because I was looking at. Now you've said it, I was looking at them the other day.
We were talking when we got the My Little Coco stuff. Kerry got it in boots.
Okay.
And she was like, when she done it, she got her boots points. You know the points.
Oh yeah.
And she was like, this used to be all like I used to spend this on whatever, like the Fenty eyeliners or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, how times have changed.
Our times have changed.
Our times have changed.
Big up Kerry, bless her.
Trust me, man. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but they've been both very good products.
Ah, that's good.
So
see? That's 2 great ones.
We've done that one. Have you got?
Just
am I pressing the button? Yeah, all right, here we go. Because I'm not prepared this week. So
I got a couple.
Go again with these 2 with another dad joke. Boom, boom.
Boom, boom.
Big up, Nan.
Yeah, she's at my house tonight.
Yeah,
Her and my
mate.
mum's round.
Big up, Nan.
Yeah.
My brethren, you get me? I've got 2 jokes, yeah?
Go on.
And do you know how I know that these are dad jokes?
Go on.
I test them out on my dad joke tester,
Marley.
Marley. If she rolls her eyes
Then you know
or
it's a
does
good
something,
one.
then I know it's a good one. You know what I'm saying? So the first one, yeah?
Go on.
My wife says quilts are better than duvets. I said, you better be careful making blanket statements like that. It's bad, I know.
Oh,
It's really
wow.
bad.
It's one about to creep up on you.
It's a
You
bad
can't help
one.
but laugh.
It's
Dad.
bad.
Yeah, that one is definitely
It was bad.
dad joke.
All right, cool. And this is the second one.
Go on.
What did the angel say when he answered the phone?
Go on.
Halo.
Is it me you're looking for?
Oh my gosh. Oh, hello, it's me. Stop it. Oh man. There's so many.
God.
I've had
These
so
dad
many
jokes. You know what? They do bring joy to my
Some
life.
of
This
them
little section
are
because they don't.
classics.
Yeah.
Do you know I'm gonna
They've
go?
started to pop up on my Instagram now.
I'm going for a third one.
go
I've got
on.
a third
Oh
one.
wow, we're going for the hat
I'm
trick.
going for a hat trick.
Here we go.
So this one, Nancy gave it to me. Yeah, it took me a minute to clock on. She was that a friend of mine wanted to borrow some money. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I told him to leave me alone.
Wow.
I'm sorry, man. I had to.
Wow.
had
He's
to
gone
just
for
go
the
f-
hat trick.
I had to do it.
He had a couple of weeks where he set us up and had none, and then now he's come
Yeah.
through with a hat trick.
I'm back.
It's on me next week.
I'm in the mix now. Hey, listen, you don't have to do 3. I only did the 3
Yeah, just to redeem
just
yourself.
because they was there. Like they was good ones that I'd
To
heard
be honest, there's
throughout
so
the
many
week.
dad jokes in the universe.
Oh,
We are
mate.
cool. We're never going to run out of them.
It's impossible. You can't.
It is.
I just test mine on Marley. If she rolls her eyes or just gives me the look, then I know it's a dad joke. We're all good. We're sweet.
Fantastic. Fantastic. He's come back through.
We're
run
back.
off with it. That was
Yeah.
it. That's because last week I said you had the daddest dad joke. It's inspired you, isn't it?
It's kicked me up the arse. Now I'm going to take my match ball and I'm going to go home.
And on that note, we have been a couple of dads. Myself, Rooney.
And me, Jay.
And that is another episode of Couple of Dads.
Don't forget, bruv.
I don't know.
If you're going to... please. Sorry,
They're
my
still
bad.
coming.
Sorry, bruv.
So if
my
you get us on the socials, that is at Couple of Dads Podcast on Instagram,
At Couple of Dads Pod on Twitter.
at Couple of Dads Podcast on TikTok,
At...
Couple of Dads on Facebook.
Yeah.
There we go.
Hold up.
Yeah.
What else is there?
Info at coupleofdads.co.uk
Yes,
if
there
you want to
is.
get us a little bit, if you got something a little bit more
Personal?
private and personal, you want to get
Yeah.
feel
If
free.
you got a dad joke you want us to say,
Or
hit
if you
us
like
up.
what we're doing and you want to be involved.
yep. If you want to be qualification dad, send a message. Anything.
Yeah, that's it. Or if you got if you got a product that you actually come up with that you'd like us to test out and whatever, feel
That's
free
it.
to get in touch.
That's it, man.
We're here.
Definitely.
We're here.
And don't forget
Go on.
to like, share,
and subscribe.
and leave a review.
Yeah, there we go. Give us
That's
a
it.
follow as well. It's free. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
man. It don't cost much.
And on that note, we'll see you again next week.
We will, man.
Peace.
Ciao for now.